So, how are you doing? Good evening, and hope we're alive. Hope we're alive. Let me see. No, it's not. It's not. It's fine. Can you hear me well? That I'm using this mic now. I think it's rightly placed and so on. Is there sound and everything? Yeah. I just like you know, to see you say that it's fine. And then I'm just all set up for this stream. Okay, cool. So, first subject. First subject, of course, is the photos on Instagram. All the sad stuff and so on. I don't wish to any one of you to experience things I have experienced that day. But I have this rule since 2016 or 17 that I shouldn't be you know, in a bad mood for more than one day. So now I'm good. I'm fine. Actually, I hope stronger than ever. And well, I'm okay, so don't worry. All good. Now, as you know, this was regarding the Instagram post and so on, so guys, don't worry, everything is fine. Everything is okay. So yeah, I'm not going to elaborate on that, and think private matters are private matters. Bad days happen and so on. So all good, all good. The Olympiad. So how is the Olympiad? It's fine. It was tough, I must tell you. This was really tough. And somehow was, you know, it was kind of tricky to qualify. We had strong opponents. And you know, they were really tough opponents there. I mean, we beat, let's say, Spain with 3.5 against 2.5, and it was very important, kind of decisive. Then there was a match against France that was decisive as well at some point. So it was a very tricky situation for us at some point. But I'm very proud of our team that we managed to even be first in the group and not only qualify. This is very nice, and already I'm very happy about the result, but of course we'll fight in every match we play. Regarding the best players in the team, I think Rauf Mamedov made 6 out of 6, which is hard to overcome, I must tell you. If you want to play better than playing 6 games and winning 6 out of 6, you know, it's there's no way to make it better, to play better in terms of the result. And I've always considered him as one of the best online players. So this is not really surprising to me, that you know, the way he plays and the level he shows, but the result is still outstanding. So regarding the other teams, of course I am closely following India. This is clear. You know, my type of following is not like Anish's type of following. Is that when he says that I'm closely following something, is that he knows all the games, all the moves, all the openings, all the stuff that were played there, and so on. In my case, is that when I say I'm closely following India, it means that I know the results of Indian team and their final place in the standings, and I know that they topped the group. And now they will be playing the quarterfinals as well. And tomorrow already it's what? It's 27th, and there will be a 1-8 finals played there. So We are waiting for our opponents, you know, to qualify and see who we're playing in the quarterfinals. So it's all good that Azerbaijan topped the group, India topped the group. Let's see who else topped the group there. So it was India topped Pool A, Azerbaijan topped Pool B. Then the Pool C, it is Russia. Pool D is United States of America, which is not surprising. Let's be fair. All of these teams are very strong and always fighting for the top places in the OTB, over the board chess Olympiad. So that's not really surprising. That's kind of normal in terms of expectations. But in terms of doing this, it's really hard. It's really hard. And I must tell you that any team anyway went through many close matches and so on. For example, as I can see, the match points of United States of America and the Greece are even. And they were first, the United States, by the tie breaks. So they're, I think, was it total board points or something? Was it? But anyway, by the tie breaks, they were first. So that's it for now. So it's clear who topped the groups. And now let's see some games. I thought maybe I wanted to go through some games. I haven't seen them. We'll just check them out on the go, and we'll see what happened there. So let's start from Group A. Pool A, it's called. So Pool A. And let's see the games of which player, guys. Which Indian players are we going to see now live on the stream? Nashik Kashik is the first option, I guess. Let me see. He's the captain of the Indian team, and let's see what he was doing. He didn't play as any captain in the first round. He skipped, which is kind of normal. So let's see round number 2. Is it? Am I right? I guess. Yeah. Nihal, you want to see Nihal or Vidit? Or Divya? Azerbaijan match. Of course I will show some games of Azerbaijan, but tell me Vidit versus Dingliren. Ligen. Okay. Oh, guys, Vidit against Dingligen is a very sad and boring game, so I'm not going to watch this. It was a good Grandmaster draw, and this is certainly not for the stream. They just played a good Grandmaster game of a high quality. Divya, seriously? Okay, let me see. Okay, I can see one game that she lost. It was round 2. I can see one game that she won there, right? So let me see what else is there. Guys, there are so many people there now, already more than 2,000. So guys, let me pick up the game, because I just want to see them as well before showing them. So let me see this one. Okay, so she played there, yes. But there are not many, right? How many games? did she play? Divya 15 moves game. Which one is it? Oh, she didn't play many, right? 5th round, I also don't see her. 6th round. Okay, okay. Let's see this one. So Divya Deshmukh or Deshmukh? What is the right way to pronounce it? Against Monjul Davahu. Didn't expect to watch the game. With the surnames, I hardly can pronounce, but I think that they're very, very talented players. So Divya won this game, right? Okay, let's see fast. Let's see fast. Let's not waste time here. Let's see just one game of Divya first against Divya Deshmukh against Monjul Davahu. Let's see this one. Fast. Okay. So, E4. What is the sound? Doesn't matter. E5. Right? E5. Knight C3. Knight C6. Bishop C4. G6. D3. Bishop G7. H4. Nice. Knight F6. H5. Guys, this reminds me of some of my bullet games. Knight H5. Rook H5. Well, what can I say about this? This looks like a knockout win, right? So G takes H5, Queen H5. Yeah, this is really bad. Probably black had to play something like H6 somewhere here just to protect against this H5, then some G5 or stuff. But yeah, anyway, I would not go G6, of course, there as well. Knight F6 is a preferable way. But after this, H5 takes, Queen H5, castle short, Bishop G5. It's already like +7 or something for white. So Bishop F6. That's a very nice win, yeah. Bishop F6, Knight H3. Bringing this one and trying to make the... I want to say trying to mate the guy, but in fact trying to mate the girl here. So Knight B4. Probably there was no need for the beautiful Queen H4, but I also like it very much. Very attacking move. Queen H4. Knight takes C2. Nothing helps black at all. King D2. Knight A1. Bishop F6. Queen F6. Queen F6. D6. Now nobody cares what was white's move, but it was Knight D5, just in case you are wondering. But Knight G5 is also winning, and anything you see here almost wins the game. So Knight D5. So she's very aggressive, right? I mean, in terms of you know, approaching the opening part of the game, that's very aggressive. Where is Ralph in the chat? Where is Anish in the chat? What are you talking about? Fake ones or real ones? Where is Ralph? I cannot see him there. Okay, guys, so let's see some other games. So Divya, we saw this one. Let me see what else was there. Let's see India against China, which is a very exciting match, I guess. And let's see the game in case you liked the way she plays. Let's see Divya against Jujiner. Or Judiner, I guess. So she was playing black, right? Yeah, let's see this one. Okay. So, So Jujiner is white, and Divya Deshmukh is playing as black here. Let's turn the board, flip it, and see what happened in this one, as it was very crucial match for it was a very crucial match for both sides actually, because the first team in the group qualifies directly into the quarterfinals, so I guess it was important. Let's see what happened. Let me see your comments before this. Maybe something happened. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Messi moved already to PSG, or something else happened. But let me see. Let me see. Where is Rauf, guys? What are you talking about? There is no Rauf in the chat. Divya is playing as black here. She won the game, so I flipped the board. Is it the no? It cannot be fake Anish, right? No, it's he has the moderator status, so no, it can't be. Anish, how are you doing? You want to join at some point, or how is it going? Anish? Anish, are you free? Can you join, or how is it going there? Okay, guys, I don't see the answer as yet, so let's see the game of Divya. And okay, Anish says that he's leaving, and he wants you to call him, or me call him when I'm analyzing the Ralph's games. Yeah, let's see this. Let's see this fast. So, guys, I don't want to add the names to my board, because anyway, I'm talking about this game too much during the analysis and stuff. So let me see. Yeah, I'm fake, of course. I'm fake Radja. That's true. Seems like. I also don't feel like it's the real Radja. Yeah. Not this Chikna Radja, right? Okay, let's see this. Okay, guys. The player with white is Jujiner from China. Black, Divya Deshmukh from India. Let's see the game. Let's see the game. Let's see the game, because these players have the potential to become world's best at some point, and I want to see how they're playing the game between them. So, e2, e4, c5. Let me flip the board on the side as well when I'm watching the game. Yeah, knight f3, d6. Aggressive Divya, right? Playing what? Oh, she's not playing Najdorf. So she's playing Najdorf. So knight f6, knight c3. Knight c6. Fine, fine. Rouser, and I think it was played by Kramnik for many years, and a very interesting opening, fighting one. So bishop g5, e6. Queen d2. Bishop e7. Castle long. a6. f4. Wow. This looks like boxing, guys. I mean, white just want to knock out black here fast. But. Bishop d7. Knight f3. Preparing some kind of e5. Guess here. b5, nobody cares. This is this is my style. Nobody cares, simply. There is an idea by white here, but I don't care. I go b5. Okay, try to impress me with your moves here. Bishop f6. Probably bishop takes f6 is possible. Okay, g takes f6, fighting. f5. Queen b6. I know that there is a lot of theory in whatever move you do here. There is a theory, but both players are on 15 minutes plus 30 at this point, so it means that they know what they're doing. And I also know this position seems to very Very known kind of stuff, but okay. Queen h6. Castle long. Queen h5. White is certainly slightly better, so rook df8. But position is very fighting, so there is a lot of potential because black has the bishop pair. And certainly, you know, attacking the weaknesses here, like this f6, h7, you know, all the stuff. The kind of weak pawns there, all the stuff, you know. The bishop is kind of restricted there on e7. So, but attacking these weaknesses is very hard for white. So, okay, she plays king b1. Just calm now. 95. I don't know what is 95. Not that great. 95 here. Maybe king b8 was better. Still, it's slightly better for white because they have kind of space advantage. And they have pretty nice pressure on this f7 and h7 in terms of queen on h5. And these rooks are kind of stuck there on f8 and h8 defending the flank. So maybe after 95, as was played in the game, instead of king b8, which was the better move, king b8 instead of 95. So she went bishop d3, but I think that knight d4 was much better. Just keeping an eye on this e6 pawn, having a better position, maybe g3 and bishop h3 somewhere. White is slightly better, and I don't like bishop d3 at all. Where is it going, this guy? What is bishop d3? What is the idea? Only idea is, like, you know, sometimes there are people who cannot sleep if the curtains are not properly closed, and they want to close this curtains in order to feel secure and like nice. And in this case, I guess for Jujiner, she thought that, guys, I have a king on b1, pawn on c2, then pawn on e4 and the pawn on f5, but I should create an ideal chain from b1 to f5, and I should put my bishop on d3. What? Isn't it a good explanation? Oh my god. Oh, I don't know what to say, but I wouldn't put the bishop there on d3. I think this... No. No. Just no. Just no. Yeah, DVA is playing as black here. So bishop d3, creating kind of ideal chain from b1 to f5, but I hate this chain. I think it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. I just want to understand what was going on later on in the game. How much is the delay there? Because I see the comments. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, 3.2 thousand people watching. Thank you, guys. Nice to see everyone there watching the games and the analysis of this Olympiad. Guys, also please like the stream and subscribe to the channel, as you know, I have to do a lot of stuff these days and also play the Olympiad, of course. And unfortunately, I cannot stream like every day. I wish I could, but you know that it's not always possible due to simply, you know, fair reasons. Okay, let's go further in this game. I want to see. So bishop d3, very bad, very bad. King b8. Okay, at this point, I'm sure that the Chinese Federation was a bit worried because bishop d3 is not to the point. Knight e2, rook g8. Yeah, rook g8 is fine. Activating the rook. I'm just reading the chat, guys. I don't want to miss something important. Yeah, I don't like this bishop d3, certainly. Yeah, I will see the Pragananda game against China. I'll see Hari Krishna against Georgia later on. I'll see some US games, Russia games, and Azerbaijan. If I manage on time. Yeah, I will manage. I will manage. Of course. As usual. Haha. Easy. Easy. Okay, let's see. So, Rook H8 attacking G2. Knight G3. This is very bad, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what comp is. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not very bad. It's kind of bad. The knight is not supposed to go there. Maybe F4, D4, attacking E6, trying to somehow put pressure on this pawn and get the control over D5. So, no, Jujiner. Knight G3 I don't like. Sorry. Let me see Jujiner. Never seen Jujiner in life. Let me see. Jujiner, how old is she? Oh, she's 17. She's 17. And she's 24-59 already, yeah? Okay, but still, yeah. Hu Yifan, she was a world champion at 16. Yeah, I guess. Okay, she's 17 years old. She's Scorpio. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, Knight G3. Knight G4. Maybe B4 was also possible here. Maybe. But Knight G4. Let's see further. Rook D2. Bishop C6. Normal move. Just improving the pieces. Oh, and now F takes E6. That's, first of all, very early. And beside that, probably she got some kind of trick that she thought about. But this is really kind of making black's life easier. Much easier here. As you're just, you know, opening up the position with the spoiled pawns. You make the rook come into play. So this move is not that great. I mean, there are many moves for white to play here. Maybe one of the possibilities is kind of C3, bishop C2, B3 or something like that. Kind of stuff like that, but certainly maybe some queen h4, just staying on the plate, rook e1 maybe even, but not this, yeah? I mean, f takes e6, f takes, but she wanted to take the pawn. Okay, let's see what happened. So she took the pawn, she takes there, but don't forget about the bishop pair, because in these positions, yeah, you have the pawn, yeah, you feel kind of happy, because you have this, you know, material advantage. But Divya is playing very well now. She goes for bishop d8, just protecting the bishop and potentially improving it with this maybe or something like that. So rook e1, one more mistake. The queen is already kind of trapped there on h7. So you have to think about the safety of the queen. You have to do something about it. And what exactly? I don't know. Compi now suggests that black is already much better in this one. So maybe queen h3 is the move, trying to sacrifice some exchange on f2 or something and then take on e6. Yeah, but this already feels that white is already going astray. They're just really making a mistakes here. So rook e1. Rook e1. Now it was already time to go rook h6, queen g6, rook h8, sorry, queen g6, knight e3. Yeah, this looks really nice. In case of, I don't know, rook d2 maybe. Bishop e8. The queen is trapped almost. Yeah, queen is trapped actually. Just winning. So she missed this one. Okay, let's go further. She went bishop d8, rook e1. She went bishop e8. She wanted to catch the queen this way. Okay, okay. This is also quite natural. It's not the best, but let's see. She went bishop e8. Taking this g6 square from white's queen and trying to play rook h8 and rook g8 next. So bishop e8, queen h3. The only move. Now she understood that she has to go there, kind of saving the queen. Bishop f7, protecting this one, threatening potentially this knight f2 and stuff. And guys, this move you don't make in chess. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I mean, I had my queen on h1 against Dinglijan in the final match in a rapid game as white. I didn't feel good about it, believe me. I just put it there because I had to. But here you don't have to do this. Guys, this move, please remember. Please remember that you shouldn't play like this if you are not forced to. Okay? So if you are not forced to, you are not doing this. So I'm showing you. Look at this one. Knight h1. Knight h1. This is very bad. Super bad. I'm very upset. Not very upset, but kind of unhappy. Okay. So knight h1 is a very, very bad move. You shouldn't do this. If you are not forced to, no, you shouldn't. So, first of all, she had c3, let's say. She had bishop f1. She had a3, king a1, whatever. So the point is that after knight f2, she just goes queen h6. The queen is not trapped there, so it's not in real danger, even if it seems so from the distance. So she had to go she had to go to c3 or whatever, but not knight h1, of course. Knight f2 wasn't a threat. Wasn't a threat that at least wins a game for black. So she went knight h1, guys, and now see Divya could go e5 here, or could go queen a5, you know, followed by e5, attacking a2 and all this stuff. She went knight e3. It's not the best, so she went knight e3. And now, you know, I don't like this knight on h1, so the point is that to get it back somehow, I don't know, can you go knight g3? Knight g5 is maybe possible as well. Trying to take this one to pick up the e3 knight, possibly. Maybe even queen h6, I don't know. But she goes for rook d2. And now the queen is almost trapped. So rook h8, queen g3, rook fg8, queen f2, knight g2. Let's just have some kind of, you know, resume here, or whatever you call it. Let's see the position. The knight is on h1. Bishop pair is there for black. Clearly the rook on e1 is attacked. Knight is better placed there. They have two islands, 1, 2, 3 here, and two here, 2 pawns here. So two islands. You know the islands there in chess. If the pawns are not connected, we call it islands. So in this case, they have just black has 2 islands. So f6, e6, d6, and b5, a6, and white has 3 islands. So h2, e4, c2, b2, a2. So 3 islands, which means that potentially there can be weakened you know, pawns there, and you can attack them, the weaknesses. Knight on h1, terrible piece. Rook on e1, attacked. Bishop on d3 is a good friend of c2 and d4, but it's kind of a pawn. So hard to do something as white here. Let's see what happens. She went knight d4. Okay, Divya, why not knight takes e1? Let's see, you know, old people from the teams of Azerbaijan, India, and others, US, and so on, they take knight e1 if they see this possibility. Okay, e5 is not that bad at all. So e5 is good as well. I'm just joking. So knight f5. Many people I know, like Vidit Gujarati, Anish Giri, Magnus Carlsen, Rauf Mamedov, I don't know, Shahryar, all these guys, they would take on f2, e1, h2, and whatever they find on the board that can be taken here. But Divya is going for knight f4 because she doesn't care about the rooks, I guess. But she's attacking the knight, rook on e2. I don't get this, the point of this knight f4, guys. Why wouldn't you take on e1, f2, and then e1? These guys here. Queen a5 is even the best move, but this we don't care. It's too hard. Knight takes e1 is second line, 453 in black's favor. Queen takes f2 is third line, 4.1 in black's favor. Okay, Divya, let's not take this one. Sadistic knight f4. Queen b6, bishop takes, rook d2, d5. Maybe bishop a5 was better to play this, you know, bishop a5, c3, b4, attacking this one. But she played d5, e takes, bishop d5. Still, probably bishop a5 was better, but okay, bishop d5. Let's see, because it was +5 or something, and she went for this knight f4. I don't know why. I don't know what was the reason. Maybe she saw that she shouldn't win with this exchange. I don't know. It's hard to say because it was clearly winning, it seems to me. Okay, bishop d5, knight e7. Rook g2 is a good move. I think she's a very tactical player to my mind. So she doesn't care about, you know, this technical stuff, so she just wants to play some kind of tactical chess. Bishop g2, knight g3, rook h2, knight e4, some kind of defense by white, still hard position of course. Bishop takes e4 she takes now. Maybe bishop f3 is better, or rook h7, or even knight takes d3. Okay, bishop e4, let's see. Bishop e4, bishop f2. These decisions are not good for black, not good. Because you have the bishop pair, you have a pawn up, you should just play with this type of material, just you know, play well, and that's it. And you shouldn't take on e4, no, because you know that this you know, opposite colored bishops are giving good chances to the defending side, so you should always be careful when you are playing like this, as sometimes just one pawn advantage is not relevant, so that's kind of tricky. Let me just see the chat and what's going on there. Let's see guys, let's see the game, because we will see a lot of games. And let's see, bishop e4, mistake, bishop e4, bishop f2, one more mistake, unnecessary move, probably down on time. Yeah, down on time here, it's 20 seconds. Let's not be judgmental or whatever you call it. So takes, bishop f2, rook f1. Why not rook d1? I don't know. Let's see further. Rook f1, king c7, a3, king d7, knight f5. Already you see there is this type of pieces on e4 and f5 that are blockading the whole the entire setup of the, you know, this pawn chain. So now it becomes quite hard. So bishop c5, but they're playing on seconds. So rook d1 check, 41 seconds for white, 12 seconds for black. King c7 going nicely in that direction. Rook e1, rook e2, Divya, knight e2, c3. Bishop takes c3 was possible, was nice kind of trick, but not sure if it's that great. Knight f4, king c2, knight e6, king d3, bishop f2, threatening knight c5. White had to go before at some point, but okay. So bishop f2, king e2, still fine for white, it seems. Bishop b6. And now it's a crucial mistake by Jujiner. She goes, instead of b4, controlling the knight on e6, she goes for king d3 simply here, guys. And this is a crucial mistake, of course. King d3, I think she was kind of nervous because she played quite fast here. Knight c5, king e3, knight a4. And of course, Divya is just taking the pawn here. And then she's not giving the chance to white, I guess, anymore. Knight a4 was unnecessary. Bishop b6 just cutting the entire, you know, the knight's pass to e3 or whatever. It's just a few pawns up already. It's completely winning. Goes knight a4, a bit less strong. c4 was kind of slight chance, but yeah, certainly it's bad. Should be bad for white still. Bishop f5, king d6, king e4. Now knight c3. So I don't know. There are no pawns left in white's camp, and I guess that this one should be easily won by black. Yeah, so this king c3, king c5, bishop e2, bishop f5, knight e2, king d2, knight d4, final touch, bishop d7, this is just clear win for black. Just easy because too many pawns. Yeah. So to sum it up, very sharp opening by Divya. It seems that she's a very sharp, aggressive player, to my mind. After just looking few games of her, it's like first two games I see of her. Hard to judge, but it seems to me like this. She doesn't seem to be very positional at the moment, and Probably she needs some kind of strategical vision as well, because this bishop takes e4 didn't impress that much. And but in terms of looking at the game and summing it up, she was always better. She was always pressing. She was always doing it nicely. After already this 95 knight g4 rook hg8 and stuff, she was just kind of slightly better in terms of practical chess, especially. Maybe it was objectively kind of close to equality, but it was drawish still. I mean, close to equality, but it was dynamic, I meant. And she had chances, and it was in black's favor. So later on, she had just completely winning position, and she just decided not to take the rook on e1, queen on f2, and all that stuff, which really surprised me. So maybe she doesn't like this kind of blockading positions and so on. She doesn't know how to convert it precisely, probably, I don't know. Hard to say, because I just see a few games of her. And but overall, I like the way she plays, because she just wants to mate. She just wants to mate you. Yeah. Just wants to destroy you. Reminds me of my childhood. Oh, 57,000 years ago. 57,000 years ago. I remember I was playing this kind of chess. I didn't care about the rooks and queens and all that stuff. I just wanted to mate the guy, and that's it. It was so nice. It was so nice. Sometimes I have this feeling nowadays as well. But then I see, this... then I see sometimes the face of some top chess player in front of me. And I think, well, I would be happy to mate you, but yeah, I have to play decent chess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hard life. Okay. This was a devious win against Zhujiner, China against India. And now let's see the second win by India against China by Pragnanda. Yeah. Am I saying it right, guys? Let me improve my pronunciation. Pragnananda. Yeah, I guess it's correct. Okay, let's see. If it's lagging, guys, I guess you can refresh. But as I don't receive too many messages like this, it seems to be fine. Yeah, Pragnananda. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, Prague. I cannot say Prague, guys, because Prague is the capital of Czech Republic, and there are many people from Europe and so on watching it. So I think it's kind of strange to say that. Okay, let's see. So let's see this one. Yeah. Pragnananda against Liu Yan. Let's see who's Liu Yan. Because any Chinese name I open, it's like 27 and 5 years old. So let me see. There's some actress, Liu Yan. I guess it's not this one. Liu Yan chess. Yes. So let me see this one. Liu Yan. Liu Yan. Wow, I mean, he looks like a table tennis player to me. But actually, we also have a board game, right? So this is kind of close. Let me see. Liu Yan. Oh my god, he's going to kill me, I guess. But let me see. So the standard range is 25, 24. Birth year 2000. 2000. So he's 20 years old. You know that there was this story of Tal, and I think I was telling this at some of the streams. Let me just tell you guys. So there was a story of Tal, and if somebody would say that, I mean, he's 20 years old, Liu Yan, and at some point when somebody was saying that, guys, look at this talent, he's like 20, I don't know, 22 years old or something. He's very talented. The guy is really talented, so talented. And Tal, you know, he liked to drink some alcohol and stuff, and you know, be in a good mood as much as he can. He was suffering from a lot of you know, pain and different conditions, health conditions and health issues. And then he would say that, guys, what? Talented and 22 years old? At this age, I was already an ex-world champion. Yeah, and it was kind of hard to say something about it. But justice for Divya, what's going on with the... Okay, let me see, the Somya wrote me something. Let me see just now. Oh. Okay. I think I shouldn't say things from the private conversation, but certainly just something about the Divya games and good things. But as I'm not supposed to say what is in the private conversation, I guess. So let me see the chat. Let me see how are the guys there. You know, I miss you there, right? It's not like I just want to watch the games, because I have seen this 55 million times. All of these games, different type, different players, different ages. You know, so it's kind of fine. Samai's live, of course. Thank you, Samai. One stream out of I don't know how many days I'm doing, and you are live. Exactly, precisely at this hour. Thank you, Samai. You are really a stand-up comedian, man. And I feel I am the part of that comedy. Okay. Yeah. So let me see. Oh, guys, about the IQ test. I was telling to anyone I know that my friends are very clever. Very clever. And now I have a proof. Because they both made the IQ test. And they just proved that they're super clever. I knew this. I felt it. I felt it by heart. Because I was talking to them. And immediately some subject popping up. And they're giving you a lot of information. So you don't need Wikipedia. You don't need you don't need the dates. You don't need the years. Nothing. So they just will tell you everything you want to know without Google. And now it's officially proven. I think Vidit's IQ test is between 121 to 130 something. So yeah. Oh my god. These people I'm talking to all day long are so clever. I think my result also represents this somehow, because I was talking to them a lot of days, and probably I played good chess, decent chess due to this. And now I'm not talking to them for a long time, and probably I'm not in the same shape. Should find someone with nice IQ. So There is a chance of Azerbaijan playing against India if we both win our matches in the quarterfinals. But we have very strong opponents, and I think it's very early to talk about it. Let me see Devia's age, yeah. Let me see Devia's age. Devia age. Chess. 14 years old. Right? And she's number 1 in under 16 girls in India, right? I see that the Times of India article. Let me see. She's 14, right? Yeah. She's 14 years old. She's 2005, so she should be 15 this year, but I guess it's just later this year. Yeah, I mean, these guys are so talented, all these guys and girls, and yeah, so many, so strong. Yeah, I wish all the best, of course, to Divya, and I like her aggressive style. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So, let me see the chat, and then we go to Pragnananda against Liu Yan. Haha. Haha. Okay. Let's move on. E4. Pragnananda. Let me flip the board. E4. E5. Knight F3. Knight F6. Copy paste. D4. Knight E4. Petrov defense. D takes E5. D5. Knight BD2. Knight D2. Queen D7 is kind of nice move here. Funny one. Used by Caruana, I think, or someone else. But okay, Knight D2. Knight D2. Queen, Bishop D2, yeah. Bishop D2. Bishop E7. Bishop D3. Bishop G4. H3. This is all kind of serious, so we don't care. We first go over it and see what's going on. If something was wrong there. Castle short. Knight D7. Perfecto. Both players do not know what's happening here, because the Pragnananda has 12 minutes here and Liu Yan has 12 minutes something as well. But oh yeah, G4, Bishop G6, and Bishop F5. This is quite typical for the Petrov defense. As white, you go for this G4, then put the bishop on F5. Black cannot take it, usually, because you have this kind of structure when they take it. You have this G takes F5, then sometimes it's F6. Or you have your king somewhere, and then you can go this, or H2, whatever. Rook G1 and F6. And then it's problematic for black to get rid of this pawn, because they cannot attack it very fast. Let's say if they take here. You know, to play this and then play Queen D7, it's like very long story, so white can react very fast. Also, beside that, after this Knight C5 and Queen D7, white will always have this E6 and Knight E5 stuff. So a lot of tricks, and certainly he's not taking there. He's going for C6. I don't know, maybe Knight C5 would be more natural, because then you can threaten Bishop F5 and Queen D7. Knight C5 seems more normal to me. Okay, C6, let's see. Bishop F4, Queen E2, or maybe Knight D4 was possible. Okay, Queen E2, let's say, just is one of the moves. Okay, he went Bishop F4, protecting this, preparing Knight D4, which is also kind of natural. Now Bishop takes F5. This is really bad. So we had to go for Knight C5, I guess. Maybe Knight F8 even. Maybe Castle short even. But this is really dangerous, as I told you just before C6. So takes, Queen B6. Wow, so tricky, but you know, I don't know what these guys, you know, these young guys, they just don't have this kind of how to say this, they don't feel the danger, you know. It's like because they're young, probably. I mean, when I was young, I felt the danger somehow. Or no, I was playing King's Indian, was playing King Indian. Was a very aggressive player. Yeah, okay, maybe same. I don't know. I don't know. But now when I look at this Queen B6 stuff, like yeah, I wouldn't play like this when I was younger. I would be afraid to get mated somewhere because the king is still staying in the center, and these guys are really looking very, very, very aggressive. So okay, Queen B6. Queen E2. Okay, C3 was possible, Rook E1 was possible, King G2, whatever. Queen E2. Castle long. Now you can see that there is this H2 B8 that's kind of controlled by the bishop. So you have this potentially C4, A4, A5, E6, all this stuff is coming, and the diagonal is kind of very, very vulnerable, or you know, like weak, or whatever you call it. And the C6 is coming, so I don't know. I didn't see what happened here. Okay, he played C4, which seems very natural to me. Not supported very much by the ancient because the Rook FD1 is stronger. Okay, the third line or something, but C4 is very natural. I would also go C4 here, I guess. D takes C4. Now E6 was probably already very strong, but he went Queen C4. Okay, Queen C4. Let's see. Queen B4. That's right. Trying to, you know, having the problems with the king on C8 because D6 is coming, and it's like you know, the danger is looming, and you know, this Queen B4 is right to exchange the aggressive C4 queen. Queen takes, bishop takes, and knight G5. You know, it's hard to solve the problems when you gave all of the you know, central squares more or less. These pawns are very far advanced and feeling quite comfortable there on E5 and F5, just threatening E6 all the time. So knight G5 was... Oh, he didn't play this. Oh, he didn't play this, but I think it was called for, you know, this knight G5, then KD1, H3, whatever, knight to E4. Okay. Okay. Bishop G3. It's rapid chess, you know, everyone makes mistakes and stuff, but this really loses a huge part of the advantage because chess is also a dynamical game. You don't have too much time to waste. So this bishop G3, yeah, I don't like it. Bishop G3, bishop E7. Yeah, bishop G3, bishop E7. So. Что, маленький, что хочешь посмотреть? Хочешь посмотреть или что?
Они не слышат.
Слышат? You wanna say hi? Yeah? Okay, my daughter wants to say hi. So just for a second. Yeah. Here you come.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear her? Let me see the chat. Let me see the chat. See the chat. Let me see the chat. Stop a second. Just. Oh, you can see her, right, guys? So, yeah. Yeah. They can see you. Aha. They say you're cute.
Thank
Kawaii.
you.
Kawaii. You know what's kawaii?
Да.
Yeah. So, so what do you think about the position? About the chess position there? See there?
Mm-hmm.
You know who's better? She doesn't want to play chess, and I don't know how to convince her, but she promised to learn some chess and see if she really likes it.
Yes.
So what do you think? You will like it? You sure you want to play? Yeah? Okay. Okay, guys. She just wanted to say hi, and yeah. Otherwise, of course, I cannot watch the games this way. So I'll let her do her stuff, and thank you so much for saying good things. Yeah, her name is Mariam. Yes? Yes or not? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
She's anyway around here, but just to watch the games, I need, you know, the proper chess analysis. That's why, guys. Sorry, we cannot make the cute session now. More chess.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Okay. So,
Goodbye.
yeah. So, so after this bishop e7, let me see. Guys, is the board moving there, or I'm just not? Guys, can you see the board? Is everything fine? Can you see the analysis? Yeah, all good. Nice. Okay, so bishop e7. So he went rook fe1. Maybe rook ac1 was better, kind of x-raying the c8 king there. Rook fe1. I think already missed the huge part of the advantage, and this is really bad. Now h5 was possible. Knight c5 is very natural by Liu Yan. So rook e2, not going, not playing it properly, you know, because now e6 is not a threat too much. I mean, it is a threat. It is annoying in some terms, but it's not that big threat now because the knight is already on c5. Knight on f3 is not active on g5. Bishop is already protecting, kind of, and also blocking it. When you go to e6, it will also always block it because e6, f takes, e6, f takes, e6, but there is a blockade on e7. So it's hard to progress. So he went rook e2, knight, rook d5. h5 was possible as well. Rook d5 is very good as well. Rook c1. Now it seems that white doesn't have a plan. Not a great way to play this position by Praggnanandhaa. And Praggnanandhaa, yeah, that's right. So not a great way to play this for Praggnanandhaa. And in this position now, it seems that black is in control. He goes f6. Possible way, maybe I would say that I would go for rook hd8, probably, just, you know, bringing the rook into the game. He goes f6 instead. f6. Bishop h4. Rook c4 was kind of best move here, according to Compy. Maybe some rook g4 attacking g7. But bishop h4 played instead. And I don't like it. I don't like it. But he wants some kind of tactical clash. Bishop d8. Not a bad move. Knight d3 was the best. Okay, bishop d8. Let's see where he made the mistake, the crucial one. Rook c4. Rook f8 was a nice move here. X-raying f5 as well. Knight d3 was possible. He goes f takes c5. I don't know, let's see. And now Praggnanandhaa is going for rook g4. He has 19 seconds here. 19 seconds. 19 seconds in this position. I was going to ask why not e4, but I see that this is the first line and it's minus 290 in black's favor. Yeah. Well, he went bishop f6, but of course e4. Of course e4. There is no even doubt. You have a lot of time here. He went this move in 10 seconds, this bishop f6. While in this position, you have a huge advantage, 350 against 19 seconds. You are pawn up. Rook g4 doesn't seem to be a good move. e4, just destroy. Okay, he went bishop f6. Bad mistake by Liu Yan because he was winning completely after e4. Knight g5, one more not precise move by Praggnanandhaa. Now, now there are many moves by black. h5 seems to be natural. a5. So is it back? Is it fine? It's okay now, right? No, guys, the problem is just with OBS because my internet was fine and everything was okay. And yeah, sorry guys, sorry. Has nothing to do with me. Yeah? It's just this type of stuff that happens. This tech stuff. What can I do, guys? Some problems with OBS. Yeah, probably I will have to. Switch to the Windows Comp at some point because I see really there are a lot of problems with this. But okay, okay. Anyway, so let's see the game. Yeah, let's see the game. So he went king h2, and now black had this rook h8. Let's say here, for example, rook g8 and maybe take a knight e5 and then bring the king. Probably kind of fine. Is it? Yeah, h4, king d7, h5, king e8, come here, just fine. So, guys, number of viewers and all this stuff, you know, all of this people that are always there, I'm very happy about all of you guys. So that's it. That's fine. If somebody leaves because I have a OBS problem, what can I do? What can I do? That's fine. Let's see further what happened there. So, king h2 is a nice tricky move probably because he just made a mistake here. Instead of rook h8 or maybe rook d8, activating the rook and trying to play it on d2, he went here knight h5, a very bad move. Knight h5. Very passive, on the edge of the board. I don't like it. Rook h7, of course. Knight f4 back. He doesn't know what he's doing here in this position exactly. I think he just lost the thread. h4, rook d8, rook f7. Well, actually here knight g4 was much stronger, attacking f6, which seems to be natural. But they are playing on seconds here, rook f7, so let's not judge it too much, this one. Rook f7, and now... Yeah, rook h8 was the move in terms of rook f6, king d7, and trying to play king d7. Kind of tricky, kind of nice trick to be honest. And h4 is hanging, so yeah, very unpleasant trick in a practical game. So instead of this, he went what? He went rook d8, rook f7, and now he played knight h5 again. Again, passive there on h5. I don't like it. So knight g4. Yeah. King h3 was better in order to try this king g4. But okay, knight g4 he went in the game. Let's just see the game because certainly we should understand that what we're looking at home in kind of, you know, safe situation without a lot of stress and all that stuff, and without this time pressure, without knowing that our team depends on us, without you know, all these things, you know, and we're just calmly watching the position. We say, oh, why not b4, why not a5, and so on. But in the practical game, of course, there is much more pressure on the players, so they need to really you know, act within the situation. They shouldn't try not to lose on time, you know, bring the point for the team and so on. I mean, this is really different. I mean, it's really different circumstances. So here, let's be fair and see, you know, that they're having seconds here, like 34 seconds for black here, 9 seconds for Pragnananda, and he goes knight g4. King h3 was not a very obvious move, and to say that it's clearly much better than knight g4. Knight g4 seems also very natural. Especially that probably he didn't see that there is rook d7, very strong move by black here. So, rook d7 was strong, he goes rook d4, knight f6, let's see how it ended the game. Rook h4, king g2, knight f6, rook f6, rook f4, seems that it's a draw, right? But, yeah, rook f7, a5, king g3. Maybe a4 was called, just playing for this. King b8, f6, a4, rook f8, king 7, rook e8, rook f6, rook e5. To my understanding, this is a clear draw. Okay, king b6. Some chances because of the f pawn, but of course you have to play this. He was afraid of what? Let's try to understand. He was afraid of king f4 maybe. But then the pawn is not moving. So maybe b5, king b6. Yeah. Yeah, rook g6 of course was supposed to be played here. This one again. Okay, he goes instead. No, yeah. Rook g6 of course. King b6 should not lose by force. f4. And now rook d6. Yeah, completely loses the threat here. Because he has to play against the f4 pawn and do something. And then if he goes king b6, he has to bring the king to d6 at least. And already kind of support this defense against the f pawn. He goes rook d6, rook e2, rook d1. f5. Now the king is coming to f4, but certainly black has to go rook f1 here probably. King g4 and try to play for some tricks on the flank, some a3s there and so on, but already it's tricky. So especially with this time, he goes rook g1 check, supporting kind of march of the king to e5, king f4, rook f1, king e5, king g5 actually he went, king e5 was easier, okay, king g5, king c5, yeah, just, you know, just made a lot of checks, gave a lot of checks, and now just supported this king march from g3 to g5, supporting the pawn. Was very bad, but in time trouble it's understandable. So king c5, f6, king d4, king g6, king d3, just rook g2, then this one. These guys are promoting b5, f7, b4, rook g5, trying to play rook f5, rook takes, king c2, rook g2, king b1, a3, takes, c5, and king is coming to support the guys there. Yeah, now the parties with this king there to c1 queen, takes, king b4, taking a4, and I think just we understand that white takes this pawn in terms of, let's say, king b2 this, king c3 trying to go for king c4. Only thing is not to go king a5 here, king b5, and the pawn promotes simply. So this was the game by Pragnananda against Liu, and China lost the match to India, and India topped the group, therefore qualifying directly to the quarterfinals. We haven't seen the games of Vidit for this time, of course, but certainly we cannot look at all of the games of the Indian team. Simply let's see what other leaders are doing there, what other groups are doing there. So it was Pool A. Let's see Pool B, where Azerbaijan topped the group with the same match points as the Hungary, but with more, I guess, the tiebreaks are better, the table points and so on. Yeah. So, which game, guys? Which game? Which game, which player do you want to look at? Okay, let me show you just one game I've played. It seemed as a kind of a nice and fast win because of the, you know, the time pressure and the way I've played it very fast. Somehow I was trying to keep the pressure on my opponent, but it's just a kind of nice classical game. Of course, thanks to my opponent. I mean, he made the mistakes there, and I was able to win. But I didn't expect to win it this way. I was just trying to keep some kind of pressure on him, and did some kind of stupid mistakes at some point. Not the mistakes, but inaccuracies, I would call them. Let's see fast. So it's the match against the Hungary, Azerbaijan against Hungary. Important match, as you see that the Hungary took second place in the group, which means that their team is very strong, and they shared first, second with us. And let's see that match. So I was playing there sitting on the first board against Erdos Viktor from Hungary, and let's see how it all happened in this one. So I've played d4, d5, c4, e6, knight f3, a6. This is the line implemented by Carlsen in many tournaments, in classical games as well, and so on. So he goes here, a6. The point is that when you go for knight c3, black can also take on c4. Pranav Autad is asking, will you trash talk to Vidit on text if you play him? No, I'm not usually trash talking. I'm just friendly jokes to my mind. I'm not trying to offend anyone. and this is not my style, and I feel you know, very bad myself if I somehow just unconsciously offended anyone in my life. I don't feel anything like this. It's not like a trash talk I want to do against Fide or something. This is already many times I explained this. Just a friendly banter or whatever you call it, just jokes, and that's it, and nothing else. So no, I'm not trash talking anyone. If I play with it, I play with it, and it's nice to play the strong opponent, and we will be happily looking at the games probably afterwards together or something. So just fine, just fine. Of course, we will both fight for our teams, and we're both competitive, of course, and that will be nice if we can meet in the semifinals. But it's a long story before that, and both teams have to win their matches. So let's just not think about it for now. Yeah, a6, c takes, e takes, knight c3, knight f6. Trying to get kind of use, you know, of this a6, probably just developing fast. So bishop g5, sorry, bishop g5, bishop e6, e3, very natural, knight d7, bishop d3, bishop d6, and now bishop h4. Kind of playing it tricky. Maybe bishop g3 somewhere, maybe queen c2, maybe knight g5, and still, you know, asking black, you know, if you want to go h6 or not. So h6, queen c2, not deciding yet if I'm castling short or long, or maybe castle long and then h3, g4, g5 and stuff like that. c6, still waiting with the castle as well. a3, also waiting with the castle. I played it quite fast, all these moves. Nice moves, nothing to say about. Maybe bishop g3 was possible already. Maybe castle short was already natural as well. But a3 is just fine, supporting this b4 stuff. a5, trying not to castle fast, castle short. So castle short, castle short, rook a b1, supporting b4, queen b8, bishop g3, takes, takes. I was quite, you know, much up on time here. He was playing quite slow this game. Went rook c8 here, rook fc1, supporting it, kind of typical play on the flank there, like in kind of queen's gambits and stuff. So rook fc1, queen d6, knight a4, playing for this knight c5 and b4 support. Maybe not the best move actually, but okay, nobody cares. b6 was possible here. He actually no, b6 is actually possible. I mean, not the b6, but b5 I meant was possible here. But then knight c5, and it doesn't seem to be too natural because I'm just kind of penetrating on c5 and then pressuring the c6. Slightly better for white, which is enough for a practical game. To play for, you know, for fighting type of chess, and just pretend you're kind of slightly better and maybe can pretend on something more. So b6, b4, a takes, a takes. Maybe black had to just wait here and play for some queen e7 and stuff. Maybe my plan is not the best here to play for this knight a4 and b4. Maybe it's better to go knight e2 on f4 or something like that. But still, it's just an interesting way to play. But queen e7 maybe was better here, just to avoid any kind of clash in the center after b5. Then you can go b5, knight b6, knight c4. Instead, he went bishop g4 here, which is also a possible move. Knight e5, attacking these guys. Bishop e6 of course was called for here, but it's very unpleasant, you know, to say that, kind of admit that this bishop g4 was bad and you're just coming back to e6. Instead, of course, he goes for this b5, and after b5 I'm getting this slightly bare type of advantage, like kind of usual stuff. Maybe knight c5. No, knight c5 was not here. No, b5. No, knight c5 is not possible, of course, because the knight takes c5. But yeah, of course, knight g4 first. Of course, knight g4, right? Did he play knight g4? No, he played just rook a4. Yeah, knight g4 was maybe the best. Then just knight c5. Slightly better. The pawns are quite weak. Bishop f5 is coming somewhere. Maybe some g6 trying to protect against bishop f5 is possible. I don't know, but this is slightly worse for black for sure. Instead, he goes for rook a4. And I don't know why I was so confident here. Why did I play so fast here? I have no idea. I had so much time here. And instead of just playing some kind of knight e5 here, for example, which was a kind of best move, let me check with the engine as well. Knight e5, Compi says, is almost winning. Just almost winning. Winning a pawn by force. +2 now. I don't know why. I just played knight takes f6 here. Playing it safe. I don't know why you should play it safe here. Just safe everywhere anyway. Knight f6. Queen c3 was maybe better. Attacking b5. When bishop b5. Rook b4. Now there were 10,000 moves that are much better than my move. Let's say rook b4. Then queen b4, some queen f5. Maybe attacking c8. Maybe, I don't know. Like queen f5 was immediately possible. Instead I went bishop d3, just super calm. Why? Because you have to attack the c6 pawn. Come on. So he went rook takes b1. And maybe I could take with the rook, but I took with the queen. Was just little trick. If c5, the queen comes to b7. I saw that he has to go for rook b8, of course, here and put the rook on b6. Maybe bring the king there and play for this. Instead he went c5. Queen b7, which compensates is good as well. And now he had to play queen f8 simply. Protecting the c5. Just threatening some rook b8 at some point. And black is just completely fine. It's probably close to a draw. And he made a crucial mistake somehow here. Even queen c7 is possible here. Takes, takes. dc and king f8. Even this position is fine for black. But instead, he goes for rook b8. Sorry, he goes for queen b7, rook b8, yeah. D takes, rook b7. C takes, g6. Now compensates that even bishop takes g6 was already possible. Oh my god, I missed this. The point is that here, just goes there, and it promotes. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, that's nice. So this was already possible. Instead I went rook c8. King g7. No, I went rook c7 actually, sorry. Rook c7, yeah. Supporting the d pawn. Rook b3, attacking the bishop, that's correct. Now I don't know why I went bishop f1. Bishop c2 was just better, maybe, just trying to support this one. And I went bishop f1. Even rook c8 was better. Okay, bishop f1, I don't know why. But okay, I was just playing this so confidently fast. And probably he just, you know, felt this pressure, and he was probably feeling that I'm playing the great moves. Each move is just great. King f8, very bad move. Instead, black had to go for rook b8, trying to support, trying to attack this d6 pawn. So king f8 instead. Yeah, rook b8 was better. King f8 is just bad. And now, okay, just go rook c8, rook d8, play f3. Calm down, play for d7 stuff. I'm going for f3. What for? You know, this f3 stuff. Oh my god. Still better, yeah, still better. But f3 is like kind of natural. I was playing it fast, so that I'm winning probably just by force, and yeah. But that's not true. I mean, black still has some chances to save the game. Even though, of course, it's much worse for black. He goes rook b8. Maybe king g8 was better. e4. Yeah, now this seems to be winning, because now he went d takes e4, but maybe if knight d8, just knight e8, just rook d7, d takes, and bishop c4, attacking this one. White is winning. So instead, he just went d takes e4, bishop c4, attacking f7, king e8, rook f7, rook b4, and bishop e6. e3, last kind of chance to promote with this e2 and stuff. But now maybe even king f1 is winning, but just went this. e2, king f2, simply just taking the pawn. But rook b1, king h2, e2, kind of promoting to the queen. Now rook g6, threatening the mate simply there. Rook h1, king h1, e1 queen, king h2, and black resign. So this was kind of psychological win more than the chess win, because he just felt that he's under pressure, and this is you know, kind of tricky, and probably my moves are good, fast, and strong, and so on, which was not true. But you know, I like the way that I kept, you know, pressuring in this game, and managed to win because of the psychological factors and some kind of tricky moves that I was able to make. So guys, please like the stream and please subscribe. Let me see. I think 2 more games maybe of United States of America, of Wesley So, the fast game of Wesley So, and United States of America and Russia. Let's see it fast. And I will be done with this Olympiad stream for now, and probably I will pick up some nice games also for the future streams. Certainly there are a lot of games going to be played tomorrow and after tomorrow and till 30th of August. So let me see what were the games. I saw one game of Wesley So that I wanted just to show you fast. It was pool. Okay, let's just go by order, right? So it's pool A, pool B. Now it's pool C. Let's see. Which one? Let me see. We see Russia now, and let's take some. Let's take some kind of interesting. Yeah, yeah. Can you open the door, please? Okay. So. Let me see just some game of important match for them. Okay, let's see some fast game of the Artemiev against Hesham. Artemiev is playing as black here for Russia, and so he goes d4, knight f6, c4. Artemiev is playing as black, and Hesham Abdelrahman is playing as white here. So g6, f3. f3, knight c6. This is one of the possible lines, of course, here. So knight c6, d5, knight e5, e4, d6, knight e2. So the point is that if black just takes here, then there is queen a4. So knight e2, bishop g7, knight g3. Oh, let me just flip the board, as otherwise it's just a different view there. So c6, bishop e2, queen b6. So trying to deprive the white's king of the castle. So now it's kind of tricky a bit for white to castle here short. So queen b6, queen b3. Possible as well. Actually, maybe knight c3 is better, but okay, queen b3. Knight fd7. Maybe h5 was also possible. h5, h4. f4, let's see. It's just a nice way that they played this one. So queen b3, ab, and knight c5. Now threatening this knight b3 stuff. So now it's kind of tricky for white, because knight b3 is hanging there, like that is coming. And yeah, I think I like black's position here. So he went here, f takes e5, which is a blunder. Instead, he had to go for bishop e3. Maybe bishop e3, knight e3, takes. King d2. This is kind of just normal position still for white. Not monkey. So after this, white is, after this knight c5, instead of, bishop e3, he just went f takes e5, which is a mistake. Knight b3, rook a3, knight c1. Bishop f1, yeah, this is really bad. Bishop e5, black is just completely winning. Knight c3. Let's just see fast how he won the game. I mean, he's very good at converting the advantage. So he went h5, knight a4. Yeah, it seems that black is just completely dominating here. h4, knight e2, takes. Yeah, I guess. Rook b8. We have the King's Indian, the end game with bishop pair and pawn up. Well, let's just see fast how it ended before castle short. Castle short, bishop d7, knight c3, rook fc8. So kind of tricky type of King's Indian game that I always like, you know this. Black is just dominating this position. Takes, takes. Rook a3, a6. Yeah. So easy to play as black, you know, so many weaknesses here. And certainly the lack of the pawn tells, of course. B takes, rook takes. Knight is 3, b5. Knight d5, takes, takes. Rook b7, just protecting the 7th rank. The b4 pawn is the b pawn is rolling. It's completely winning. Takes b4, so rook b3, b4, rook b1. Just rook c3. You cannot take on b4 because he takes on b4. Rook b4 and rook c1, just mating. So king g1, rook takes, and bishop c3. Now the king is just marching from g7, f6, e5, and so on. There are 2 pawns up, and very easy play for black. Rook b1, one more unnecessary probably move to kind of trying to defend it, but still, of course, position is lost. b3, h3, b2. King f1, king g7, bishop d1, bishop d2. Just putting this kind of box there for the white's rook. And now the rook is just completely free. You're just coming with the king to e5, f4, g3, just picking it all up. Maybe here, 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 taking all of the pawns and just completely winning because the rook is there in the box, and they only have to, you know, white only has to sacrifice this for the b pawn and the bishop. It's completely winning. Let's see one more of maybe Wesley. So Russia topped this group, and certainly there are probably a lot of nice games. I will check it out later. And let's see for the D group, the USA. There was some Wesley So nice fast game that he won. Just want to have a look at it fast. Yeah. So, just find this game. Yes. So Wesley So was playing for USA against Greece, and Wesley So was playing as white here. So it's the fast game. Let's see it and see how he won the game. So he's playing as white here, Wesley So, against Dimitrios Mastravasilis. So Wesley is white. And he went e4, c5, knight f3, e6, g3, knight c6, bishop g2, knight f6, and queen e2. Just a very playable line, practical line. So white goes for castle short, then d3, c3, trying to play for c3, d4 at some point, maybe e5, you know, looking at the position and just keeping up the pressure in the center. So queen e2, d5, e takes, knight d5, castle short, bishop e7, and now rook d1. Very interesting move. Instead, maybe c3 is also possible, but rook d1 is also nice to play for d4. Bishop f6 kind of playing against it. Maybe e5 is a tricky move here. Yeah. So instead he goes for bishop f6, but e5 is kind of interesting here. What is the point of e5? Let me see. Let me see. e5. Oh, knight e5, and maybe knight d4. Kind of playable. Kind of interesting stuff. Maybe queen f1, some bishop f6, and so on. Yeah, maybe possible. So instead he goes bishop f6, like kind of protecting against d4. And now this is bad, because knight c3, and knight fast comes to e4 simply. Super fast way of bringing the knight on e4. Knight c3, castle short, knight e4, attacking the bishop on f6. Bishop e7 was called for here, even though white will go for d4 that they were planning, but still, you know, it's still slightly better for white, but bishop e7 was necessary because giving this bishop pair is very bad. Queen takes, now c4, attacking the knight, knight c7, and now d4. I like it so much the way he played it, very natural. d4, c takes d4, bishop f4, bishop g5 was also possible. Kind of winning, but bishop f4. Look at the nice way that the bishop pair, you know, is in the game, and certainly pressuring black's position. Look at this knights, they're just attacked by the both of the bishops, just x-raying the whole board and just completely winning for white. Bishop f4, queen d8, knight takes d4, knight takes, and queen e5. Very nice way to finish the game, completely winning for white now. Look at this bishops, look at this knight that are going to be picked up now, and just completely winning for white. f6, queen c7, e5, just queen d8 takes, bishop a8 takes, bishop d5 check. It's completely winning. Rook takes d5, c takes d5, knight e2, king f1, f3, and d6. And Wesley So won the game. Guys, I think that for now I'm done with this, with this light report. I would say light report in my style. This is the light report, because other people are making a lot of streams that are 1 hour or 30 minutes or or something. But I think here it was much more anyway. I'm very happy that you all connected for the stream, tuned in, and subscribing, liking the streams. Very thankful that you are watching the Olympiads and supporting our team. Of course, many of you are there from India and you're supporting Indian team, but I'm very thankful that you're watching, supporting, sending a lot of messages. Thank you very much for the support on the tough day I had. I've received a lot of messages and was very happy that you're really thinking about me so much, even beside the game, and of course in the live aspects as well. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Have a nice evening, and follow my stream, of course, and tune in for the Olympiads. And tomorrow there is a 1-8 finals, and watch it, of course, and wait for our matches of Azerbaijan and of India, of course. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.